Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacqueline Lopez, and today I'm going to be doing this Dollar Tree Halloween wreath, and this video is actually in collaboration with my friend Lissette. I'm going to leave both her channel and her video linked down below. She will also be doing a Dollar Tree Halloween wreath. So make sure you head on over to her channel, watch her video, and also subscribe. Now on to the supplies. We are going to be needing 2 pairs of knee-high socks, a wire wreath form. I'm using this sign from Target Dollar Spot, some scissors, wire cutters, hot glue gun with hot glue sticks, and some felt sheets. The first thing we're going to need to do is cut off the little foot part of the socks, just this bottom part, so that we can have 2 openings on our socks. These socks are from Target Dollar Spot. They were $1. They are the kid size, but they look exactly the same size as the ones from Dollar Tree. My stores just never stocked those items, so I had to go with Target. This wire wreath form is their large one. It's 14 inches, and all we're going to do is we're going to cut through the wreath so that again we have an opening so that we can then slide our socks through here at the bottom. So once all of our socks are ready, I'm just going to roll them up, kind of like how you put socks on a child, and we're going to slide them on to our wreath. Now that both pairs are on our wreath form, we are going to need to glue them, and that's just so that they don't move on their own and then leave an opening. So what I'm doing is I'm gluing the bottom part with the top part. That way it continues our pattern of orange, black, orange, and it just creates a little more seamless look. I didn't do that on the other side because I put 2 in one, 2 on the other. So you're gonna see here where I have 2 top parts and 2 bottom parts get together. That's perfectly fine. We'll make it work. Now this bottom part, we are going to cover it with felt, and that's just so that our socks, when they go over it and they slide through it, they won't snag, or else they'll get caught in that area. So instead of just using hot glue, I'm going to use some of this felt to put it back together. It'll also create a more seamless look, even though that's going to be in the bottom. So it'll still get covered up, but I'll know that it's a finished product. Now that it's all glued in place, just move the socks around so that they give you kind of the shape that you want. And I'm using this sign that fits perfectly here in the middle. I like that you can switch this one, and this is just our way of letting trick-or-treaters know when we're out of candy. So that part is completely optional. Now we're going to take our felt sheets and we're going to do some felt flowers. I am doing black and white flowers. You can do any colors you want. I didn't want to do any orange because there's a lot of orange already here in this and in the sign. So for the first felt flower that I'm going to do is we're going to cut these 2 strips, and that's just so that I have 2 flowers, and I'm going to cut it in a wavy pattern at the top. That's going to form our petals, and you don't have to do them perfect. However you want to do them will be fine. And then we are going to take a little bit of this white to make the center of our flower, and this is actually another flower you can do. Obviously I'm doing it really small, but I am going to do some that are large. So again, just a little strip, and we're going to cut little fringes there at the end. And once we have them all done, we're just going to add a little dab of hot glue, and we are going to roll them. I like to do lazy flowers because all you do is cut and roll. That's how I do all of my felt flowers. I just like to do them the easy way. So this is one type of flower. It looks really big when you do it big, but again, this is just going to be the center of my other little flower, and that's what it looks like. And now I'm going to move on to my little wavy one, and what we're going to do is I'm going to choose the smaller of my petals at the end so that it's the center, and I'm going to glue this other little flower in the middle. It'll just be the little stems that are inside of a flower, and I'm going to roll it, adding glue at different intervals just so that it stays in place. And then I'm going to flatten the petals out so that you can see the center. Now I'm going to do a second one with these, and there it goes. The second flower always ends up being cuter than the other one. Now for this flower, I am going to cut a rectangle, and I'm going to give it kind of a little cloud shape. So again, I'm going to cut little waves around it. And then once I have my little cloud shape with my rectangle, that's the best way for me to explain it, I'm sorry, I'm going to continue through it so that I have this little spiral, but again, it's all in this little wavy pattern. Then starting at the center, I'm going to add a dab of hot glue, and just like the other one, I'm gonna roll it. And this one I roll so that the top is what keeps growing, so it'll be kind of like a little tunnel. I'll show you right now how it just keeps going up. Again, adding glue at different intervals so that it doesn't come apart. Really important to add glue. So as you can see, there's little levels, so you'll keep adding to the top so that you keep seeing the petals on the outside. And then once it's all done, you'll see you'll have different little levels of petals. I'm going to do a second one, and again, look, the second one is always cuter than the first one. To this one, just because it's black, just to give it some depth, I'm going to add some little white circles in the middle so that I can cover where it made my little tunnel, and so that it just looks cuter. For our next flower, I'm going to cut a square, and then I'm going to make it into a circle. Again, I'm being lazy here. I don't want to trace anything and have to make anything perfect, so cut the edges, make it into a circle. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing I did before, which was cut it into a little spiral. Once we have this little spring here, this is going to be our flower. For this one, we're going to start at the center as well, and we're going to keep adding our petals to the top in the same little tunnel shape, and that'll give it this beautiful shape. So again, I'm just going to show you here, put a little bit of hot glue in the middle, and then keep growing it around the top edge, and again, add some glue in the intervals in between just so that it stays together. You don't want it coming apart on you. And then obviously glue at the end. Now I'm gonna make some more flowers for you, and here they are. Magic of editing. I also went ahead and added some centers and some leaves. I made some more of the same, and then I made this other type of flower, which was exactly like the center. So again, cut a rectangle. This time you're going to glue the bottoms together. You're going to do the same fringe and roll it around, but this time they're going to be little loops. Then I went ahead and just cut some extra leaves so that I'll be able to add around it once I glue my flowers here. I'm going to find the ugly side of my wreath, and that is this ugly bottom part. That's where I'm going to start gluing all my flowers in. So this part you can do however you want. You can concentrate them all at the bottom, you can spread them throughout the wreath, or you can have them coming up along the side. I tend to like that, but I'm going to keep this one here at the bottom. I went ahead and added my sign in the back so that I could see kind of what it would look like at the end. And all I'm going to do is just glue the flowers here at the bottom. I'm also going to be adding some leaves, and I am going to create another little rosette, and I'm just going to let you watch that one because it's the exact same thing. Is cut a circle out of a square and do the little spring and roll it around like the other ones. Lazy girl flower hack right here for you. I'm actually going to take some time to remind you to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time that I post a new video. Follow me over on Instagram. I always have that link down below. And I'm also going to link my friend Lissette's Instagram. She is in the process of building her new home, so I cannot wait to see all the DIYs that she's going to create for that, how she decorates it. I love her, and I'm sure you're going to love her as well. She's also new to YouTube, so please go show her some love and some support. Let's help her get to her first 1,000. Okay, I'm done gluing all my flowers. Now, if all of these little leftover pieces of glue bother you, take your hairdryer and pass it over, and that'll clear all of those little strings. Now, I'm not going to attach the sign to the back. I'm going to use the little piece of ribbon that it has on the top to hang them individually. That way I'll be able to turn it over so that it can let, again, our trick-or-treaters know that we're out of candy. And here it is on my door. This is with the flowers all through the bottom and without the sign. I love it like this. It's already a $4 DIY from Dollar Tree because Dollar Tree does have some foam felt sheets. They are colorful, they aren't black and white, but if you buy them at Hobby Lobby or Walmart, they're going to be about 15 to 25 cents each. Now, again, I do love it when the flowers go over to one side, so I wanted to show you that. But this is the actual way I'm going to display it on my door. I'm going to have it say trick or treat, and then when we're out of candy, I'm going to flip it over so that it says boo, we're out of candy. Now, I wanted to show you that, again, I did not glue this. I am hanging them individually using a command hook on the back. And that's it for this video. Again, it's a collab with my friend Lissette, Life with Liz. So go over to her channel. I'm going to leave her channel, her video, and her Instagram down for you in the description box. So make sure that you check her out. Thank you so much for watching mine and her video. If you're coming from her channel, don't forget to subscribe and have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.